Well, there he comes, talking about history. Here he is, the new 4-division world champion, Mikey Garcia.
Yes, sir.
I was just keeping them warm for you, so. So do you want to maybe say a few words and then open it up for questions?
Well, I'm very happy to get this victory. You know, get this 4th world title in a 4th division means a lot. I think it's a step closer in the direction that I want. I want to be remembered for one of the best fighters of this generation. I'm quite doing very well, right on my way to get that recognition. So this 4th title definitely does that for me. I'm very happy to win this title here in San Antonio with the beautiful people. Like I said, they support us, show us a lot of love and support all the time. I think it's a little more special because just like I won my title last year, my dad always wanted that WBC title, and I'm able to get that for him. He wanted a fighter that would be champion in 3, maybe in 4 divisions. Well, I get to do that for him as well. And I get to match my brother with his IBF and Fernando Vargas with his IBF. And so I'm just very happy to be where I'm at. You know, there's a lot more to come, and like I say, you know, this is the beginning. We're right on our way to bigger things. Yes.
Mikey, Sean Reed with Pugilism Company. Congratulations, first of all. A couple questions. Did you land your absolute best shots on Lipinets tonight?
I did land some very good shots. I landed some overhand rights. I landed some very good overhand rights. He took a good punch. The left hook that dropped him was right on the chin. And he got up, a little hurt, but not enough to where I could just go out and go for the kill. There's a few moments where I did land some good shots that stunned him a little bit, but like I said, not enough for me to get overconfident and go after the kill. I had to be careful. He's very dangerous. He was still throwing some very hard punches. So I had to be safe and smart.
Do you think the higher weight may have impacted the fact that you didn't get the KO?
You know what? The goal is never to get the knockout for me. It's just win each round. But if the opportunity presents itself, then I'm going to take it. There's moments where I did hurt him a little bit, but not enough for me to go after the kill. And like I said, even though I feel that my power is there, I mean, I dropped him, I hurt him a few times, but I have to understand, and everybody has to understand that I'm fighting bigger men, so they can take a bigger punch as well.
One of my favorite things about you, I call them payback punches. Whenever you seem to get hit by a shot tonight, you would immediately respond, and often with the same hand. If he hit you with a left hook, you would seem cognizant of hitting him with a left hook. Talk to me about that mindset.
Well, we want to make sure that we don't give rounds away and let him get that momentum going. If there was any moment where he landed a punch or two, I have to come back right away to make sure that he doesn't feel confident enough to take that momentum. And I came back with, I would come back with, you know, 2 punches and then add some, you know, stick that jab right away. Stuff like that, just to keep myself ahead of the game, ahead of in points with the judges, and making sure that he knows that I'm a better fighter.
How did you feel at the 12th round, and what were your thoughts at the last round?
Well, we felt very confident that the fight was basically in the bag. We don't want to get, you know, carried away and get caught with something dumb, you know. So we just had to get on my feet a little bit more, box, still landing some punches, still countering him, but just a little more loose. I knew the fight was won. There's no reason for me to, like I said, get caught with something dumb and then, you know, throw the fight away like that.
What do you think about your reception in San Antonio?
I love it. It was great. The fans here, you know, showed a lot of love and support to me. You know, in general, Texas is a great state for boxing. I fought in different regions, and now I get a second world title in the state of Texas. You know, the fans really show up every time that we fight here. I'm just very happy, you know, that we can do that for them. They hadn't had a fight in some time, so for me to be able to provide that is just wonderful.
One more. What were the punches that was most effective from Lipinets? Body, some of his body? punches or what?
He did go to the body, but the body punches weren't really that hurtful. They didn't really have a big impact. There were some overhand rights and some hooks that I felt the power. He has power, but nothing to hurt me. You know, I would see the punch and kind of absorb the punch or parry the punch enough to where it wasn't making an effect on me. But he definitely does have power in his hands.
How special is it for you to be winning titles and making history with your father and your brother at your side?
Like I said, it's great because I get to leave a chapter in boxing. You know, our name will forever be there. You know, and my brother was a world champion. My dad had him and Vargas. You know, back in '98, both of them had the IBF championship at the time. Now I get to leave my own little chapter in sport, and you know that's what it's really about. I want to leave that legacy that we did enough to, you know, let the fans know that we were here, and they'll keep talking about us, you know, for ages.
What would be your dream matchup in the future?
I think in the immediate future, I want to come down to 135, unify the titles there. One last time on 135. After that, move up to whatever option is greater, either at 140 or possibly even 147. I want to take big challenges because that's the only way that I'll be remembered. You know, if I take easier fights, you know, people won't give you the recognition and people won't accept you as a champion. But if you take on biggest challenges available, people will always love you for that.
Would Ray Beltran be out of the picture?
I think he's already looking at other opponents through his promotional company. So unless he wants to reach out, you know, I have no doubt that he's willing to fight anybody. He's a champion. He's a tough champion, so I know he will fight anybody. But I think they have other plans for him, so it's not really in my interest. I think the fight that interests me the most at lightweight right now is against Lipinets. And he's shown interest in recent times, so I wish we can get that fight.
Mikey, having said that, if you're not under any promotional contract, you know, in boxing, a lot of times that's what really kind of gets in the way of making some of these fights that not only the media want, but even the fans want. Having, you know, with that under your hand or in your pocket, are you more willing to kind of hold whichever route it needs to be in order to make these fights happen?
I'm willing to entertain any offer. I've been, you know, sitting down with different promoters, and I get to hear what they have to offer. If I have a better offer or something that's more exciting, it's not just about the offer itself, but a fight that excites me the most, something that's going to do more for my legacy. You know, so I have to balance things, I have to weigh things, to stay with whatever promoter says, and whichever opponent the promoter puts in front of, that's what they have to